again. It's a rich thing.
What is up, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am so proud of myself. This was actually my first attempt at trying to make like this cloud situation go on. So yeah, so I'm using the James Charles palette to create this look, and I did want to say a couple of things about this. I do love this palette for the most part, but like right here, can you see where it got a little patchy right over my lid? So okay, so what I think happened was I did put a little more eyeshadow base here than I did on the other lid. Sometimes with these shadows you really can't do a lot of swiping. You kind of really have to stick to like patting the product above each other and then like trying to blend it out. So you'll see right here I added the color, and then I literally just kind of blended out the edges very lightly. Like when I say my hand was so light, my hand was so light. So I'm just kind of working back and forth with that color. And honestly, sometimes with Morphe eyeshadows I've noticed this has happened, because this did also happen with the Jaclyn Hill collaboration when she did her Volt collection. There was like a lot of patchiness, and it all depended on how you put your concealer or your eye base. So just be careful of that. So I'm kind of doing this like I would do a smoky eye, like if I did like black or brown, but I only used blues today. So you can kind of see how I did that, and then when I was done I just cleaned up underneath, because there typically is quite a bit of fallout with this palette, or when you're using like darker shades. Okay, so my clouds, let's talk about them. They were not the best, and if I had a different technique to do them, I would have. I used a regular paintbrush, which was kind of like squared off, so I really had a hard time making like, you know, the round ends of clouds. But what I think I will do next time is I will probably use the end of the brush to create the circles, and then use like my eyeshadows to pat the eyeshadow on top, if you know what I mean. So what I did was I used a combination of my blank slate by Morphe, the liquid liner, and I also used my Wet n Wild face paint, and that's what I kind of used to create my clouds. Now let me tell you something, this is my first time doing clouds, and it may not be the best, so I don't need nobody coming for me like, girl, those clouds look like blobs. Well, clouds look like blobs, okay? So I'm just adding these onto the eyeshadow. I don't know, I guess I was just trying to be creative this day. Like sometimes when I do blue smoky eyes, I feel like it doesn't come out right. So what I wanted to do is, you know, add a little twist to it just to see if I would be able to accomplish that look. You know what I mean? And I think I was able to. The great thing about using like eye base is like right here, you can see I covered it up with the blue, my mistakes that I made, and also with the white, when it touches the blue it kind of fades into it, so it really does help it look more like clouds. I think it might be really hard to like mess clouds up, because this was my first time. Now right here, don't ask me what this is. If I were you and you were like trying to recreate this look, don't do this. It looks like a bird and some lines, and I don't even know. So I'm adding a couple of like twinkles, like stars, because the shade of the blue, it kind of looks like it's going from like a day sky to a night sky. So I added some stars using my Morphe Blank Slate liquid liner. And then I'm going to tightline my lash line using, I believe it's called Suva eyeliners. Those are the liners that you have to add like water to, and it creates like a liquid liner. I like these so much better than gel liners. Why? Because if these dry out, it's okay. You just add water and boom, you got your eyeliner back. So I might never ever go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love this. Like, it's so smooth. If you want it more liquidy, you just add more water. You want it to be more pasty, you add less water. Like, this was genius. I don't know who came up with this, but whoever it is, you're a genius. I love it. So I'm just highlighting my upper lash line, and then I'm going to move on to my eyelashes. For lashes, I'm using the BYL Cosmetics Flora lashes. These came in the Great Escape, or the Botanical Escape situation. And like, when you put on lashes and you can see the come through, like, hello, oh my god, like, I was totally feeling it at this point. If you ever have like an eyeshadow look that isn't working out, sometimes just adding lashes can like bring everything together. So I'm using this LA Girl liner. I can't remember the name of it, but it will be in the description box below. And I'm just tightlining my lower lash line using this blue. Like, I just wanted to keep everything blue. Sometimes I would do like a black liner, but I just wanted to do like a lighter blue to open up my eyes a little bit. In the inner corner, I'm using the shade Hello from the James Charles palette. Like, this entire look was pretty much like the James Charles palette. No shade, no tea, but I mean, I feel like I use my ColourPop one a lot, so I just wanted to, you know, switch it up a little bit. So right here, I'm taking a little bit of my concealer. The shade will be in the description box, and I'm putting it at the bottom. I don't know why I did this. Sometimes I just, you know, like to go through different phases, and this one I wanted to complete my eye before I went on to my face. So I'm just covering my lower lash line with the shade Cola, and this is just pretty much going to complete the lower lash line. Once I've done this and I've blended it in and smudged it out, I pretty much just add mascara, and then boom, you have your lower lash line and you can move on to the face. This eye look was a lot of fun to do for me, just because I wanted to step outside of my box and try something different. I highly suggest anyone, like, if there are makeup looks that you see like on Pinterest or on Instagram, try it out. Just try it out, see what happens. I didn't think these clouds would come out as good as they did. Like, I really do enjoy them. Make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can see the pictures that I put up of them. I absolutely loved this look. I mean, I don't know where you would wear it, but yeah. Moving on to face, I'm actually priming today using my Wet n Wild hydrating serum. And I'm sorry, when you put this on, it looks like something completely different, but yeah. So anyways, I went ahead and primed my face, and then for foundation, I went in with my Juvia's Place stick foundation in Madagascar. I am completely new to the stick foundation game, well, at least the Juvia's Place one, but look at how smooth it looks on my skin. Now let me tell you something, this I can attest to is partially, you know, to my skincare routine, which is brand new. And let me tell you, my skin has been looking so flawless that when I add foundation to it, it just intensifies the flawlessness. Now, I might do a skincare video just so you all can see the difference in my skin from when I started doing it up until now. Of course, pores still exist, but yeah, like, look at how smooth my skin looks. Like, oh my gosh. So to cream contour, I am using another stick foundation by Juvia's Place. I cannot pronounce the name of that one, but I just find that it blends in a lot nicer. Like, can you just tell how it just like melted like butter into the other foundation? Like, it's so nice. I highly suggest doing this. You ever forget what your next step was? And then I kind of looked in the mirror and was like, hey, let's get that nose contour. So I went ahead and I just grabbed a brush, blended that out. Just take your time. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect when you do it with the cream, because I am going to go over it with my powder to fix it up and make it look a little more snatched. So you can see I'm using the Casava Flour powder by the Beauty Bakery, and I'm going and I'm setting underneath my eyes. I'm setting my nose and T-zone, and then I'm also going to try to do like my chin, forehead. I tried to do like the little cut situation. Sometimes I'm not really good at that. I don't like the way it comes out, not for the most part, but just, you know, sometimes. So you can see right here, I'm just adding powder all over the place. Like when I say flour powder, I literally looked like I was baking my face. Like, this is what I would do if I was going out in the heat, but hello, wasn't going anywhere at all. So now I'm taking my, this is the Blogger bronzer out of a Morphe bronzing and highlighting palette. This is the darker one of the two that they have. And yeah, like I said, I'm using the shade Blogger, and it's just so beautiful. This is my first time using it. I actually got this as a gift. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I showed it in my stories and absolutely love it. It is definitely more on the lines for the darker skin tone family, so check that one out, more so than their like low lights. I think it's 8. I don't know. I don't have it in the description box. You guys knew. I will have it down there. So I'm dusting away my baking powder because I don't like to leave it on too long, because then your girl will start feeling nice and crusty, and I'm not trying to do that. So I'm dusting away the powder and, you know, just trying to look flawless right here. And I'm using this to get the corners so that, you know, it's not too sharp. It's just sharp enough. I did not set my face today. I just, you know, just trying to get everything looking saucy. And yeah, I was feeling it again. Like I had another moment, like once you put on the foundation and everything's starting to come together, honey girl, you be looking at yourself like, yes, boo. Yes, killed it. Now moving on to highlighter. Let me tell you, this is Mother of Pearl by the BYL Cosmetics. When I say I love these highlighters, can you hear my hands? Can you hear the clicking of the clacking of my nails? I love this highlighter. These highlighters are so pretty. Like, I am feeling my blood pressure go up because I love it that much. And yes, and I'm sorry, nose highlighting will never go out of style. I don't care what nobody says. Like, I love this. So now moving on to my lips. I could not decide what I wanted to do because sometimes once I add my lip, it can make or break my blue eyeshadow. So I wanted to do something a little more warm and neutral. So for liner, I'm using Vintage by NYX. This is their suede matte lip liners. I love these lip liners. They are so good. Vintage has more of like a reddish tint. I did want the lips to be on the warm side because I do find that when I wear blue and I try to do like a cool tone lip, sometimes it can make me look like a clown. But for today, we're doing warm, and it actually worked out really well. So for gloss, I'm using the shade Really Nude by Iconic. This is my first time using this gloss. This is a new gloss. It also came in the box that I got with all of the eyeshadows, and I got like a really pretty Iconic, I think it's Iconic London, I'm not even sure. I got a highlighter out of there, and this is the gloss. And I think it's a plumping gloss. Of course, my lips are already pretty like ᗷᖇoᗯᔕ, so it didn't really make a difference, but yeah. And then of course, I started feeling myself again because it was looking super great. Gang, 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 gang. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you all enjoyed my tutorial. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below on what looks you would like to see in the future. And until next time, beauties, mwah, stay blessed.